The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At center.
It's time for the NBA. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Memphis. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, the Kings, 3 games behind. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got LaMelo Ball. Jalen Johnson is out there with Jones. Then there's Cam Thomas. And for Sacramento, they've got Mitchell. Reza Shea is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Queen in at the 5 down low. That one goes. Count it.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now, here's Mitchell. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
And so here's Memphis. After the Kings pick up 2. Johnson with a screen on VanVleet. Ball from long range. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Now, here's Thomas. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
He's just such a strong guard. Thomas can muscle his way into any area.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. At the elbow, it's Harris. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And this is why you get Harris the rock inside. They can trust his judgment down there.
Pass to Johnson. Now Jones for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
For 3, VanVleet. That shot is off. Memphis leading by 3. Jones with it. Picked up by VanVleet. Ball. It's hauled in by Harris. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough when you've been kind of put back on your heels and you're trying to protect the lead. And then in this case, you lose it. And that's one that they definitely should have won.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. So we'll see Herbert Jones go to the line here. That one on Reza Shea. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Jones. The Kings trail by 4. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A moment here now to see the numbers for Chris Middleton.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here's Reza Shea, defended by Jones. And there's the call on Jones.
Herbert Jones.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Harris. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Rizachet. Just 5 to shoot. The three. It's rebounded by Memphis. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Johnson for three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Rizachet. Mitchell outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Pass to Rizachet. And it's VanVleet, top of the key. The tray. That one misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Mitchell passes to Queen. And that one, good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, Jones. Thomas kicks to Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Here's Mitchell. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, Thomas. Outside, Jones. Johnson sets the screen for Jones. No good from outside.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Rizachet with it, working on Jones. That ties the game.
You got to get out on that. When you don't, VanVleet will make you pay from downtown.
Inside, it's deflected. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Count that one from VanVleet. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. Fourth, LaMelo Ball.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And the Kings making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Chris Middleton comes in for Jones. Thomas, a screen on VanVleet. Ball from long range. That one doesn't drop.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Rizachet.
Royce O'Neal.
Memphis moving that ball around. Johnson the screen. Looking to end the run, and they pick up 2. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now, here is O'Neal. Pass to Van Vliet. Now, here's Mitchell. A three-pointer, no good. Ball against Van Vliet. Shoots from the high post. Ball, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Harris against Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Harris. Clock at 6. Right side, Thomas. Over Harris. It's good. This game is all even. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night.
Oh, Cam Thomas is a very comfortable mid-range shooter.
Mitchell outside. Again, Mitchell missing.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
There's Thomas with the 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Mitchell. 8th in steals, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Tobias Harris. Richardson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Hardy in for Fred Van Vliet. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Here's Richardson. Slammed in by Richardson.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here's Middleton. Still yet to score. To the inside. Rebounded by Hardy. The Kings leading. Driving inside. Jovic. A kick out to O'Neal. Off target from outside. The Grizzlies shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Outside Pippen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
O'Neal against Middleton. Carter left side. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Sacramento grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. O'Neal looking around. Pass to Hardy. Richardson with the screen on Pippen. Here's Hardy. Sacramento again missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Upside Pippen. Now Middleton. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. And the basket is good.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
Now here's Richardson. And it's sent back by Carter. It's Pippen on the wing. Richardson covering. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Memphis shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Pippen. shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so he makes both from the line. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Hardy. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pippen, the pass to Carter. His first shot coming late. That one wide left. The Kings shooting the ball at a 46% clip to start this game out. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Richardson. And the layup falls. And the Kings lead by 2.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. There's the triple. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Kings lead by 2. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Kings shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Van Vliet, right side. That 3 off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And here is Ball. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Now here's Van Vliet. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Memphis. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Shot from the low block. And that's good off the glass that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Mitchell. Good, nice job down low. Mitchell's got 7 points.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick-and-roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he...
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
And the more experience Ball gets, the more confident he gets in those situations. Great execution.
Harris outside. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Queen. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. There's Ball with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. to Rizachet. Here's Queen. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
A terrific response. Van Vliet not allowing the opposition to get the upper hand in that exchange.
Johnson outside. Back to Ball. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harris finds Van Vliet. Here's Queen. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet against Ball. Van Vliet can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Timeout.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Thomas has checked in. As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. Herbert Jones is second.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Here's Queen. He's got 6. Here's the screen. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. Outside, Jones. Back to Ball. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Thomas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Thomas got 6.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Van Vliet with it. He's got 8. Here's Queen. Got a piece of it. Van Vliet against Ball. On the wing, Johnson. Four on the clock. Goes up the baseline. Count that bucket. Now it's a 3-point Memphis lead. Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Rizachet. The offensive rebound. Van Vliet finds Harris. There's a good screen. Takes a 3. Good D by Jones. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams changing it up here. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Mitchell outside. Nurkic a screen on Thomas. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Middleton. And it's Ball in the corner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
That's good from Ball.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Royce O'Neal comes in for Riza. And it's Richardson in for Donovan Mitchell. Ball hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Richardson outside. Pass to Jovic. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Thomas down low. Richardson covering. Outside Thomas. Nurkic with the block.
And that's what Nurkic gives you defensively. Good positioning, and he understands the angles.
Pippin's check in for Ball.
For the Grizzlies, number 15.
The Kings trail by 4. Now here's Hardy. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Working hard on the boards, Nurkic understands his teammates depend on him to go after the glass.
Pippen a screen. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Middleton. Carter's got his first 2 points.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pippen outside. Carter with a screen on O'Neal. Middleton for 3. Kept alive. That's tipped. And now the Kings fast break. With the fadeaway. Grizzlies with the rebound. Pass to Thomas. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's Hardy with the drive. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Middleton on the wing. Outside for Pippen. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Hardy. Now Now here's Nurkic. A miss that time would have put him up.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Thomas. Rebound by the Kings. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Richardson against Thomas. Stolen by Pippen. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. O'Neal against Middleton. Pass to Yabusele. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
O'Neal no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. To end the drought. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about that mid-range, Jay, there? Carter Jr. showing another element of his game.
Richardson against Thomas. Now here's Richardson. Guarded closer. Good work defensively by Carter. Pippen kicks to Middleton. 1:11 left in the first half of the game. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Down low. O'Neal dishes to Richardson. Here's Hardy. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hardy's got 5 points now in the quarter. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Middleton against O'Neal. And it's Middleton penetrating over O'Neal. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Outside Thomas. Over Richardson. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. O'Neal outside. Fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Kings on top, up 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set, says the Jet.
Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Tobias Harris and Van Vliet out there with Mitchell. Then there's Rizachet, and it's Queen in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Pass to Harris. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell, great positioning on the putback. And the Kings lead by 1.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. From deep. Again, Mitchell missing. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Now Jones, 8 points for him. To the wing right side. Johnson sets the screen for Ball. 4 on the shot clock. The shot that time not on target. The Kings have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 8 now on the night. Harris outside. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Harris. Covered by Johnson. A 3 ball. And it's Tobias Harris with the 3. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Such a versatile offensive player. Harris using his range this time to strike from the arc.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Thomas. Right around 21 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
And here's Harris from the arc. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Outside Thomas. Jones the pass to Thomas. They set the pick. Over Mitchell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Checking in for the Grizzlies. Number 77, Ben. Number 77.
So it's Sacramento. It's a 1-point game. They host the 76ers after this game, and that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Pass to Shea. Mitchell feeling it out a bit for the 3. Rebound by Johnson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones kicks to Ball. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Kings have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Ball kicks to Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Harris. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
He hits both from the stripe. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. Sacramento again missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
So much drive in this game. Ball wants to beat you and make you feel it.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Sacramento's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. On the wing, Harris. Sacramento moving it around. Mitchell outside. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
It's Jones on the wing. 10 points for him. Pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Kings trail by 5. Harris passes to Queen. That's tipped. Here's Jones. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Johnson kicks the ball. Pass to Jones. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists now tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Kings shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
At the line for your Kings, Queen. 1 shot.
Memphis leading by 4. Ball with it. He's got 8. Pass to Jones. Fades. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And for the Kings, they're shooting about 42% so far. And here is Harris. The shot missing. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Donovan Mitchell, 3rd.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And the energy they show on the glass is outstanding. They work so hard in that paint.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Kings. Hardy comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Ball hits them both. The Kings trail by 8. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Harris. Nurkic a screen on Johnson. Harris's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Chalk up 2 there.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Mitchell a screen on Pippen. Here's Hardy. once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 17-4 run. Middleton finds Johnson. An emphatic LU jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Mitchell outside. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 15 points.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to Middleton. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Johnson dishes to Middleton. Fires, high post. Sacramento grabs the miss. Harris has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. First free throw is good. Some changes for Sacramento. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Harris. Royce O'Neal comes in for Rizachet. And it's Richardson in for Donovan Mitchell. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Yabusele comes in for Johnson. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Jovic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the paint. And finished off by Nurkic.
An imposing screener. Nurkic using all of his frame to create space.
Richardson against Ball. Over Richardson. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 9 points now in the quarter. King shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
No good on the free throw.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half, consistent in working himself to the line.
Thomas checked in for the Grizzlies. He hits the second from the line. The Kings trail by 8. Richardson the pass to Nurkic. Back to Richardson. Now here's Hardy. Defended by Pippen.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Middleton. Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Kings trail by 6. Now, here's Hardy. 11 points in the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Hardy, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Hardy.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
And so he hits both. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside, Ball. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
He's been knocking down free throws tonight, going 8 for 9.
Shooting just.
That's good from Ball. And the Kings shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Richardson outside. Nailed from three-point land. Richardson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
From 15 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And now the Kings fast break. The shot from the low post is good. Jovic has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Ball against Richardson. And it's Ball penetrating. Misses from close range. The Kings trailing for the lead. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball, the pass to Middleton. Over Richardson. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Nurkic. That one good for 2. Nurkic has got 6 points.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Thomas, and it falls over the rim and in.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
There's 42 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Hardy, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the basket by Thomas. And it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Richardson. Here's Hardy, guarded by Pippen. Now here's Hardy. He's guarded closely.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Tries from 10, and another basket for Memphis.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies lead by 9. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
and he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Herbert Jones. Thomas is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Johnson.
His fourth personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
First team foul. Into the lineup for your Kings. Number 5, Fred VanVleet.
Jones the pass to Ball. Here's the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
He knocked down a three in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Ball against VanVleet. There's a screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's green. Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Ball, the pass to Johnson. Now, here's Thomas. Covered by Mitchell. Elbow shot. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, Thomas is overwhelming the defense with his energy, just attacking over and over again.
Harris inside. Johnson's there. Harris's shot is good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Johnson outside. Back to Ball. Memphis moving it around. They get it again. The shot, no good. The Kings trail by 9. Harris finds Mitchell. Off target with his three.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Johnson outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Driving in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Reza Shea.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for the Grizzlies. Herbert Jones. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Kings. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Queen. Harris kicks to Mitchell. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Mitchell's got 20.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Ball, the pass to Johnson. Driving the lane, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Memphis, Jalen Johnson at the line for 2.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. The Kings trail by 8. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Pass to Queen. Lets it go from deep. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Jones kicks to Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Yep, it counts.
Thomas is drawing attention, and rightfully so. Then he finishes it with a nice dish.
Van Vliet passes to Harris. There's the screen. To the inside. Ball stolen. Ball against Van Vliet. Johnson kicks to Jones. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Johnson sets the screen for Ball. No good with the triple.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Queen. And they recover it. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Sacramento. Pass to Johnson. He takes it in. No good. Shot missing. The Kings trail by 7. Harris passes to Van Vliet. Back to Harris. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Ball from long range. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Harris outside. Can't hit that one. Johnson with some nice D. Memphis leading by 10. He lobs it up. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
There's the pick. Deep 2 from Ball. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ball's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Thomas, a screen on Van Vliet. There's Ball with the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Van Vliet passes to Mitchell. That one goes in. Mitchell's got it back down to single digits for the Kings.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Jones. Upside Thomas. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
First free throw is good. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You love the readiness of Cam Thomas. Whatever his team needs, whenever they need it, he is prepared to deliver.
Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Queen. Got a hand on it. And here is Ball. Here's Thomas. He drains the quick shot. Thomas got 8 points in the quarter.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Down low. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Memphis. Johnson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Jones. Pass to Johnson. Outside Thomas. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thomas got 26 points.
Well, I don't know what coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Here's Queen. They set the screen. 11 feet away. Pass to Rizachet. Again, the miss by the Kings.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside, Jones. It's stolen by Harris. Mitchell with it. Now, Thomas defending. Harris passes to Mitchell. Inside. Here's Queen. It's tipped. Thomas against Mitchell. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Rejected by Harris.
Look at Harris getting it done on the defensive end. That's a good sign for this team.
To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Queen. He's covered by Ball. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Thomas against Van Vliet. Thomas down low. Missed inside. The Kings trail by 14. Mitchell outside. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Outside, Ball. Misses the three.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Harris. That one a little long.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
To the inside. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Van Vliet hits the target from 18 feet.
Picking the defense apart. I doubt that they thought Van Vliet would take that.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. It's Thomas outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thomas got 13 points now in the quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Mitchell outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Drawing fouls is a skill, and let me tell you, if you're going to be an offensive star like Mitchell, you have to have that skill.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
And Mitchell drops them both.
We've seen Donovan Mitchell go off. He's gone for 70+ in a game. That is special.
Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. Mitchell against Ball. Over Mitchell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter. Now, here's Nurkic. Riza with it. Sacramento moving it around. And Harris wide open. He shoots and falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Now here's Middleton. T right on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him, but if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Sacramento. 15-point game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
That free throw, no good. Sacramento making some changes. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Harris. Royce O'Neal comes in for Riza. And it's Hardy in for Fred Van Vliet. And the second free throw, good.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Middleton against O'Neal. Middleton looking it over, and then Carter with the jam.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul. Third team. At the line for 2, Hardy.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Middleton, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor, goes to the paint, and does his thing.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel that.